All right.
All right. Are you ready for your next comic, everybody?
Yup.
I am so excited that she's here. She is one of my good friends. She is fucking hilarious. So she is the host of Hear You Loud and Queer, which has both an open mic and a showcase,
Hi.
y'all. It is a dope show. Go check that out. It's at Schilling Cider House. And then she's also has a really cool show coming up. Do we have any wrestling fans in the house?
Any wrestling fans?
Yup.
So, she has a show that is called Punchlines and Pile Drivers, and it is happening April 5th, y'all.
It's her birthday month.
Y'all better go check that one out. Please give it up for our friend, Allie J. Ward.
Yeah, give it up for Mac and Aaliyah. Huh? Let's also give it up for everyone you've seen tonight. Cody, Zane, Clancy, huh? Hell yeah. I'm also proud of you all for coming out on a Saturday night. That's amazing. We all survived that terrible ice storm, right? Who had to cancel plans? Show of hands? Yeah, you can. It's not worth applauding, but I had to cancel plans. And canceling plans in Portland can be a weird one, right? Like, that could be a lot of things. Like, I had to rescind my RSVP to a dog quinceañera, and that was a tough one for me. I was also really sad I missed clown sexual, I have now created a new term, but it is clown transsexual game night was the one I'm sad about. Clown sexuals. Which attribute does these guys have? Who's the clown section? I have a hunch. Yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, so we're fastly approaching Valentine's Day. It's exciting. But who kind of misses spooky season? Let's be honest. Show of hands, round of applause. Yeah, right? Spooky season. Yeah, Halloween. Someone needs clarification. Yeah, spooky season. Something about me is I'm a transgender woman, so it is always spooky season, okay? That's right. It's always spooky season for trans folks. Some folks want us dead. What do we do about it? I don't know. Yeah. But here, I'm hopeful for the future for trans folks. I'm really hopeful for the future for trans women, especially in the medical field, right? Because doctors are saying that soon they'll be able to take working ovaries and a womb and transplant that into the body of a transgender woman. Which, yeah, round of applause, right? Give it up for science. Yeah, and it's a lot of trans women's dream to have the ability to get pregnant, carry a child, and give birth to their own child. And I'm signing up for one of those immediately. I want one, okay? But I don't want kids. I am just petty. Okay? I don't want kids, okay? I don't want them. I'm petty. And I'm so petty that I'm just going to get abortions. That is it, okay? That's all I'm using. That's all I'm doing with my working woman ovaries, okay? That's right. I'm going to get abortions because my whole goal in life is to break conservative minds. And I feel like a trans woman abortion would just destroy their worldview. So that's on my to-do list. I told that joke in front of my mom, and for a second she thought she was getting grandkids. No way, bitch. No way. Yeah. Trans woman abortion also sounds like a really good death metal band. Like, I am going to that show. All right. Who here has a TV show they really love but are embarrassed to admit they watch it? Anybody got a guilty pleasure they want to share?
Dubai Bling.
What is it? Dubai Bling? Okay. All right. Anyone else? I know you got one.
Me?
No, I'm looking at Rolly here.
Which one?
The Bachelor, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't love it.
No. Yeah, okay. Well, let's draw the line at where I watch The Bachelor, how much commitment I have to it, right? All right. I'm going to share you all with mine, and I do have a TV show I'm embarrassed to admit that I watch, and that is professional wrestling, okay? Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, I just get embarrassed to tell people I watch it because whenever I do, they look at me like I just showed them my browser history, you know? They're like, wait, you do what in your spare time? And those two guys are in what position? That's a little weird. But as a trans woman, I was socialized male, and I just really needed a queer outlet growing up, you know? And like wrestling was perfect, you know? Like that is just sports and drag. That is the two things that thing is. Yeah. But I love professional wrestling now, but I'd say the biggest difference is that now I'm taking estrogen, that when I do watch it now, I just cry all the time. You know? Like, what's that? Like Al. Who? Oh, like, oh, yeah, like they're hurting. You know, no, let me explain it to you. I was going to talk about it, don't worry. Yeah, you know, because, you know, I cry when I watch it, because, like, here's the thing. My favorite tag team are the Best Friends, and right now they're feuding. They're supposed to be best friends, you know? Like, I can't even watch my favorite show, which is wrestling, so now I'm going to go to my comfort show, which is Parks and Rec. But then I left off on season 7 and announced the episode of Ron and Leslie are feuding. They're supposed to be best friends, you guys. And I'm in this weird algorithm, like, so I'm just like, okay, I can't watch my comfort show, so I'm just going to get on TikTok and clear my head. But now I'm in this weird algorithm where, like, animals are best friends. It's like a porcupine and a beluga whale. They're best friends. Thank you. No, wrestling's great though. It's more inclusive than it's ever been. You know, there's openly gay wrestlers. My favorite promotion had a trans woman be a women's world champion, which is great. It's huge. But the fans are still dog shit. Those guys suck really bad, you know? Because, you know, they have no problem going online and like, they'll buy into this kayfabe that, like, you know, like, this guy wrestles a bull, and then this guy wrestles as a demon, and then this is Luchasaurus, who identifies as a dinosaur. And somehow the trans woman who wrestles cis women is the monster in all of this, you know? And they'll make up this really dumb excuse that, like, oh, well, she only transitioned so that she had an excuse to hit women. And I just hate that argument, you know? Because, like, if she wanted to be a high-level athlete who hit women, she didn't need a transition at all. You know? Yeah. She could have just been in the NFL. So, anyways. So wrestling's embarrassing TV. Another thing that I don't know, it's sometimes embarrassing to admit that I watch, but who here loves the Food Network? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Some of you. If you're not watching the Food Network, I implore you to get into it because it is the kinkiest channel on all of cable. It's amazing. Okay. You know, like they got a show on there called Cutthroat Kitchen that I really love, and that is just BDSM cooking. That is it. They tie them up, they whip them. It's great. There's a show on there called Beat Bobby Flay. Like, I want to do that, you know? Like, I want to beat Bobby's ass. I haven't made it over to Barefoot Contessa yet, so I'm curious what that one's about. But, you know, I watch it as a switch because, like, every woman on that network is a top, and every man is a bottom, you know? Like, I want to throw around Jeffrey Zakarian, but I need Alex Guarnaschelli to dominate me, you know? Yes, chef. Oh, boy. Yeah. All right. I want to talk about a couple coming out stories with you. So as I mentioned, I'm trans. I want to talk about when I came out trans at my last job, which was in the restaurant industry. And so I came out and I started my transition. And actually, you know what? Because I got the light, I'm going to change the story up completely. So I'm going to tell you about the time I came out to my mom. My mom she affirmed my gender, you know, just recently for the first time because she sent me this text message that said, Allie, I need you to be careful because there is a serial killer in your area who is targeting women in their 20s and 30s. Yeah, so cute, right? But no, it took her a really long time to get on board with my transition. But when I did come out to her, and if you're queer, you probably have heard this, but she said there were no signs. Like there were no signs that I had, exhibited any sort of feminine traits or qualities or anything like that. And there were like for sure signs, right? And yeah, because like all my friends who were begging to rewatch The Lion King, I was wanting to rewatch Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, And in high school, I was captain of my football team. And she was very proud of this. She kept that photo on her wall for years. It's still up there. I get it. But also in high school when I was captain of the football team, I was also daring my girlfriends to take bets with me that, like games of pinball or pool or bowling. And instead of betting money, I would convince them that the loser would have to do something really embarrassing, And like, wouldn't it be like super embarrassing if I had to dress like a girl, Like, it's kind of weird, right? So there were sure signs, right? But my favorite part of the story is that when I got to tell her, like, hey, you say there's no signs, and I just got to point to that picture on the wall, and I brought it with me. I want you guys to see it. Yeah, I'm gonna use. No, I got it. But she's like, Allie, there were no signs, and I just like pointed this, and like, really, there were no signs, like, I'm pretty sure. There were some signs. Yeah. But I brought this because we were playing Heartthrob. So tell me you wouldn't date Baby Allie in high school, huh? What do you think? Right there? Yeah. Anyways, that's literally all I have. My name's Allie J. Ward. Thank you.